What is going down, Niner Empire? Welcome back to another preview video. This time we got the NFL Week 7 preview video. And for the Redskins, for one, I mean, looking at they're 1-5. The only thing is about the Redskins is they just don't have a chance in this game. There's no way in hell that Kyle Shanahan is going to go into Washington, his former team he had problems with in the front office with Dan Snyder. There's no way Kyle Shanahan is going to go into this game and lose this game. And his dad, Mike Shanahan, has probably called Kyle and has told him, hey, I want you to run up the score as high as you can get to until the clock runs 0 in the fourth quarter. Because this is what Shanahan's going to do. He's going to run up the score in this game, and he's not going to give a shit because of how he was treated by Redskins general manager Dan Snyder while he was in Washington as the offensive coordinator under his dad, Mike. So, I mean, Dwayne Haskins, I believe, is starting for the Washington Redskins this week. Just to make sure, I'm pretty sure. Let me see. Maybe it's Case Keenum starting. I don't really know who's starting for the Redskins. I haven't heard anything. All I knew, I'm pretty sure Case Keenum's starting actually, but although Dwayne Haskins was taking first team reps during practice, so I'm pretty sure though Case Keenum will be the starter for the Washington Redskins, but I could be wrong. I'm not completely sure who's starting. I'm not going to take time in looking it up. Although, this is a 1 o'clock game. It's on Sunday, obviously. The Niners are going in or over to the East Coast to play this Washington Redskins team. So, obviously, jet lag. But earlier throughout the season, going across the country really wasn't affecting the Niners. They were playing just as good. We smacked on the Bengals on a 1 o'clock game. We smacked on the Buccaneers on a 1 o'clock game. So there's games that this Niners team has played on the East Coast that we've got, wins off of. Cleveland was another one. So I don't think that traveling across country is like affecting this Niners team. I think they're coming ready to play, and it really comes down to which team wants it more. And this Niners team's 5-0. They're red hot. Nothing is affecting them. Their defense is powerful. Not having Juszczyk last week did not affect us one bit. Although it would be nice to have Kyle Juszczyk back. But a little injury update news. Joe Staley is returning against the Arizona Cardinals, I believe. Kyle Juszczyk is coming back against the... Did they say Panthers? No, they didn't say Panthers. I think Juszczyk's coming back maybe at Arizona as well. So after week 8, we've got a lot of guys coming back. Staley's coming back, obviously. McGlinchey's going to be coming back. Juice is Kyle Juszczyk. He's coming back during that time period. So anywhere from, I'd say, from week 8 to week 10 is when we could see... the injured guys back. Our starting tackles, Mike McGlinchey, that's our right tackle, Joe Staley, our left tackle, and then obviously our fullback, who's a big part of our passing game and our run game, Kyle Juszczyk. So we're getting them guys back. But as for this game, the Redskins they have a decent defense, but they cannot cover tight ends. I think they're 31st in the league in tight end yards per game on tight ends, versing tight ends. And it's kind of unfortunate we have George Kittle for the Redskins. It's not unfortunate for us. Hell no. It's unfortunate to the Redskins we have George Kittle because that's the top tight end in the league. and your defense opposed to tight end receptions and tight end yardage and things like that is like one of the worst in the league. So I expect George Kittle in this game to have another over 100-yard plus game. I mean, I just don't see how the Redskins have one of the one of the most poor tight end defenses in the game, at covering tight ends, and now they're going up against probably the best tight end in football. It's not going to work out too well. And with us mixing the run, it's going to be. I think it'll get ugly here. And I don't really see. To be completely honest, I'm pretty sure not Kirk Cousins. Case Keenum is starting for the Washington Redskins. I could be wrong. To me, it doesn't matter. Colt McCoy, Dwayne Haskins, and Case Keenum are all pretty bad quarterbacks as of now. I believe Dwayne Haskins will get better for next season, but he just hasn't got enough playing time and enough reps to take over the starting quarterback in Washington. And I think it's screwed that they've did that to him, because now that's kind of setting him back when he could have had a starting season under his belt this season. So with me, I look in this game for the Niners to utilize the run game. Washington's defense is ranked number 24th on the run, so obviously, it's not a good defense against the run. So I expect Tevin Coleman, Matt Breida, George Kittle to probably be the X factors in this game, because I mean, when you look at a defense, I mean, with us being probably with the best run game in football, I think we're at number 2 in the run game. Actually, we might have the number 1 run game in football right now. I could be wrong, but I think we have the number 1 running game in football. It may be. I know it's top 3, but either way, Washington, they're not good against the run. We have a top 3 run team, a run offense. And not only that, but we've got one of the best tight ends in the game, if not the best tight end in the game, in George Kittle. And they're poor at covering tight ends. So I don't really see the Skins doing much in this game. I think that Washington is just a shithole right now. I think it's been a shithole since week 1 started. Although I kind of feel like Jay Gruden got the short end of the stick. Now, and I made a video about Jay Gruden getting fired by the Redskins, and I said it wasn't a terrible decision. Like, I get why you're firing him, but you got to look at, other reasons to fire. Like, they started off 0-5. I get that, and I can see 100% why they fired him, but I just feel like he got the short end of the stick. Because this Redskins team, Trent Williams is holding out. They didn't have a left tackle. From that, their offensive line has been terrible. You can't really help that. When a player wants his money and you're not paying him and he's holding out, you can't help that. You're going to have to deal with that or either pay the guy. So this Washington team compared to this Niners team there's a big difference in who's got the more success on their team. And obviously, I think there's a big difference in who's going to win this game. I think the Niners win this game humongous. What did I say in that? I would say, I'm going to say the Niners win this game 31. I think it's like a 31-13 game. I just don't see the Redskins scoring over 20 points, over 10 points, over 15 points. I can't see this Redskins. If this Redskins team scores 20 points on this defense, I'll be shocked. I do not see this Redskins team scoring 20-plus points. I don't see them scoring above 15 points. It's just not going to happen against a hot 49ers defense, number 1 against the passing, number 2 against the run. I do not see this happening. There's no way in hell this Washington Redskins team. And Daniel Jeremiah, draft analyst, said that the Niners are going to win this game 27-22. Now, I get, he gave us the win, but Daniel, come on, man. It's the Washington Redskins against probably the best team in the NFC right now. If not, probably a top 3. Either way, the Niners are a top 3 NFC team right now. You hate whether you agree or not. They're statistically ranked right now. They are a top 3 NFC team. Hell, even if I would put them at, you could call them the best NFC team if you want. They haven't lost. There's no way in hell the Redskins are scoring 20-plus points on us. No way. I would bet money on that. That's not going to happen. There's just no way. Case Keenum that sticks for itself. Their defense against the run and against tight ends speaks for itself. The Niners have the edge in this game, and it's by a mile. And whether it's in Washington or not, I feel like it's going to get ugly. Shanahan is going to have. He's kind of going to have like the fuel to the fire in this game is going to be Daniel Snyder treating Kyle Shanahan in Washington. And Kyle Shanahan will run that score up on him so bad. It's going to get ugly. I'd say 31-13 Niners win this game. Agree to disagree, whatever. But, I mean, I think the Niners improved to 6-0 in this. There's just not enough factors on the Washington. I mean, you almost got beat by the Miami Dolphins. You're not scoring 20-plus points on this Niners defense. I'm sorry, it's not happening. You didn't even do it against the Miami Dolphins, and they have a terrible defense. You're not scoring 20-plus points. 31-13. I would even go as far as to say Niners could even put up 40 points. I think it could be like a 40-13 game. I feel like it's going to be one of those games like Cincinnati. Could be wrong. Hoping we can stay healthy during this game, but there's my predictions. Niners, I mean, they just have the edge in this game. If you look at it like on a paper side-by-side comparison, all the numbers are going to the Niners side. Like, there's just, you can't really compare these teams to talent. The Niners clearly have the more talent. They have the better quarterback. They have the better defense. They have the better offense. They have the better head coach. It's not happening. Washington Redskins will fall to 1-6 after this week, after the Niners smack them. It is what it is, but I'm just trying to be completely honest. There's no way this Washington's team is scoring 20-plus points on us. There's no way. Niners win this game 31-13. Those are my predictions. So, if you guys enjoyed the preview video, make sure you give it a like, comment, and subscribe down below. I'll probably come out with another video within the next couple days on my weekly NFL picks. I might do that video. It just depends on where we're at. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. I think the Niners will win this game big, and I think they'll improve to 6-0.